guest tonight is an author and a sex columnist. Her latest book is entitled Sex-Exploration. See, sex and then explorations, yeah. Please welcome Anka Radakovich. Thank you for coming. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff in this book, and we should get right into it. For example, you're one of those journalists who believes that you got to go out there and you got to experience this stuff firsthand, and you went to a wife swappers convention, is that right? A real wife swappers convention.
Real wife swappers in San Diego, of course.
Right.
And I wanted to explore the world of the swappers. Mm-hmm. So I went to this convention, and there were 2,000 couples there, which means 4,000 swappers.
Right.
So
I did the math in my head, and you're right.
Right. So I had a boyfriend at the time, and we posed as a married couple, and 75% of the people there were married. So
it's funny because I think of this as such like a 70s kind of thing, like wife swapping. You know, we'll have some fondue and listen to the Bee Gees and then wife swap. But it's still alive and well.
It's still going on, but I didn't realize what the wife-swapping etiquette was. So one day, it was in this resort hotel, so one day we took a nap, and we didn't, and it was sort of hot in the room, so we left the door open. We didn't realize that if you leave your window open, you want to be watched, and if you leave the door open, you want to be joined. So we woke up, and we saw 8 couples packing into our room, and they were all wearing towels.
Just towels?
Just towels.
Does this happen in any hotel if I left my hotel door open? And not that I'm interested, but would it?
It could, you know.
It
but
would?
if you go to this thing, I think part of the dress code is to wear a towel.
Okay.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't look good in just a towel.
Well,
you know?
some people were wearing togas and fig leaves.
Oh.
That's part of it.
Well, if you don't look good in a towel, a fig leaf ain't going to look great. You know? I look hideous in this towel, but with a little leaf, I look incredibly sexy.
But, you know, I woke up, and, of course, I jumped out of the bed, and someone threw me a towel, so I put the towel on, and I'm standing in front of this group of wife swappers,
right.
And I'm surrounded by all these wife swappers, and they all surrounded me, and something touched me in the back, and it wasn't a finger. Yeah, they were all ready to go.
That sounds like that's kind of like testimony at the Bobbitt trial.
Yeah. and then
it just sounds so weird.
And then that night they had a party. You know, they had the big wife swapping party, and they had these different rooms. So they had, like, you know, the swapping room where everybody was actively swapping, and then after that they have another room where it's sort of like the after swap room, and it looked like the recovery room at a hospital.
I do not want to be in the after swap room.
Yeah.
That's not like après-ski, really. It's kind of
same sort of thing, and of course, you know, the men were all falling asleep, and the women were talking.
Right. Yeah. Is this an annual thing that they have?
We could all go together. We could all go.
Well, there's a little problem, a little math problem here. There are 3 guys and you, so.
Well, that could be okay. We could do more research for my next book.
Okay. All right. We'll work that out. Tell us about Sexaholics Anonymous. You went to an actual Sexaholics Anonymous encounter meeting.
Well, I met some guy, and he said he was a recovering sex addict, and I said, oh, yeah, right, what's that? And he said, no, really. And he said, I'll send you a brochure. So he sent me this brochure with the symptoms of sex addiction. So I'm reading, and it says, do you enjoy sex? And I said, yes. Do you enjoy sexual humor? Yes. Do you have a job somehow related to sex? Yes. Do you enjoy masturbation? Yes. So then I thought, well, it sounds like I could be a sex addict. So I went to the Sexaholics Anonymous meeting, and everyone sits around like at Alcoholics Anonymous, and they tell their stories. And I actually had to say, my name is Anka, and I'm a sexaholic without laughing. You know, so everyone's telling their stories, and I mean, these stories are absolutely incredible. And one guy said that he masturbated 6 to 8 times a day. And I mean, after 3 or 4 times, it's time to cut down, don't you think?
Oh.
You know.
That's a lot.
Yeah. You know, and then he said that he lost that he lost his job because of it.
He lost his job because of it.
Because of the heavy, the chronic problem.
What was his job?
It's like...
He worked in a toll booth.
It's like, boss, I can't come into the office today because I sprained my wrist.
There were some jobs, okay, all right.
What does he put on? What does he put on the unemployment form? Reason for dismissal. Hand job related illness. I don't know.
The federal government will compensate you for that. Well, the book is Sexplorations: Journeys to the Erogenous Frontier, and that's just the top of the iceberg, let's call it.
There's more good stuff in there.
Yeah, so I've read. Anka, thanks so much for coming back. Come back sometime. Anka Radakovich. We'll be right back. Stick around. All right, everybody, that's our show for tonight. We want to thank all our guests. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.